Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, this session talks about next generation rural development, integrated agri-Horti systems, market linkage, and institutional strengthening. So, first of all, I thank you. Thanks to the NABARD and also AMIA for giving me a chance to moderate this important session. It's really a very important session because the rural development comes only when agriculture really transforms. So we will talk about the next generation rural development, how it happens and all. So friends, you all know today in India, agriculture is in a transit stage and is taking a different route. And it was intensive input agriculture. Now it is transforming into high value commercial agriculture. Perhaps this was already envisaged and maybe thought by Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICR, and started an institute called NIRCA, NIRCA, National Institute for Research on Commercial Agriculture, which is at Rajahmundry. Fortunately, right now I'm heading that institute. So that we work not on the production side, but we work mostly on post-production and value addition and leading to commercial agriculture. So the topic is more related to me, and thanks to the organizers for giving me this opportunity. So the topic also talks about integrated Agri-Horti systems. Yeah, that is really a good pathway for giving a income, diverse income, as well as enhancing the profitability, and also brings resilience to mostly small and marginal farmers, which are more largely in our agrarian community, which are around 86% in India. So that's what Agri-Horti systems are required. And it's not the production now, but the production lead to go to market. So we need a sound market linkages as well as a best infrastructure, post-harvest infrastructure is required. Then only the farming community gets a better price. So that talks about market linkage. And last but not least, but institutional strengthening. That is also equally important. The institutional strengthening, right from panchayat to small help groups, FPOs, and local extension bodies. So those are also strengthening is required. If you really require a next generation rural development is to be done, these institutions need to be strengthened very well. Then only those things will reach to the farmers. Then only those institutions can adapt the technology very well. Those institutions can make the entrepreneurs. Those institutions can make the market linkages. So these are all the things which today, perhaps maybe half an hour to 40 minutes, we are going to talk on this. A lot of opportunities as well as challenges are there. So just before wasting much time, I will introduce my panelists. Two young leaders are here. One is Dr. Bhagwan from Registrar from Konda Laxman Horticultural University, who is the university which is making a revolution in horticulture in Telangana. So I welcome you, sir. Yeah. And also, another panelist is Jagan Mohan Reddy, a director, Extension Education Institute from Professor Jaishankar Telangana Agriculture University. He is leading the extension systems in university. The university which is the a now center for the agriculture innovation and as well as a extension dissemination in Telangana state. So I will seek their views on this topic and followed by a few questions to be, few queries will be taken from my side as well as few queries from the audience, and then we'll wrap up the session. So without much taking, I think first I will request Jagan Mohan Reddy to give his impression on the whole topic. Please limit to 3 minutes. I think you can talk from there. No problem.
Thank you, Dr. Madhav, for your setting the tone for this important panel discussion on next generation rural development, how it could be how it is going to steer the destiny of our country. As it is envisioned by Honorable Prime Minister Viksit Bharat to achieve the ambitious target of becoming the biggest economy in the globe by the time we achieve the 100 years of independence, 2047. It happens through the integrated development at the grassroots level, that is, in the rural areas. And probably that is the crux of the vision Viksit Bharat 2047. So in this context, when we look at the holistic development in the rural areas, so we have to integrate the livelihood systems. The farmer is the one who is taking the responsibility of growing the crops, rearing the animals, horticultural crops, fisheries, sericulture, and other allied aspects. So, an integration should happen amongst all these sectors. So, that kind of integrated livelihood systems will give a triggering mechanism for the circular economy. So, that is what is called as the bottom to top approach. And the second one is digital and technological transformation. This is an era of digital technologies as well as innovations happening in every sector. More so in case of agri and allied sectors, it is more rampant. And all these digital and innovations should see the light of the day in the rural areas through integration. How it is happens means we have a digital agriculture mission, a robust digital public infrastructure has to be created. And it is not only through digital public infrastructure, but also through the digital financial inclusion. So many fintechs are working to give the financial support to the farming community. So they have to work at the rural areas through the digital mechanisms. So that is a digital financial inclusion. The third one is value chain development and market linkages. So whatever the products that are generating in the rural areas, the value addition should take place instantly there itself. For example, groundnut. So we can generate around 32 byproducts from that groundnut crop, groundnut product. In the same way, in fruits and vegetables. So in future, secondary agriculture reshapes the economy of not only the country but also the globe. That is called as real rural development. That means the secondary agriculture post-harvest management we should have a robust post-harvest management through the cold chain storage systems, integrated processing systems. So thereby, no farmer should sell the raw product in the market. That is the vision of the Viksit Bharat 2047. And the fourth point is economic transformation. Here, the farmer no more and a producer. We have to instill the capacities of an entrepreneur. So that means in future, the farmer should be an agripreneur. That means considering the agriculture as a business. So the whole gamut of supply value chain should be considered as an agri-business system. The fifth point is human capital and social development. Here so there is a huge skill gaps amongst the rural youth, farmers, women. So the government of India as well as different state governments are coming up with different initiatives to instill or to bridge the skill gaps amongst these main stakeholders. So the main stakeholders who are taking the responsibility of taking the agriculture to the next level are the farmers, FPOs, SHGs, women, and most important stakeholder is youth. So one side, by instilling the next level of skill sets, we are not only preparing that youth into the agriculture supply value chain, but also we are creating the employment opportunity. Those youth are becoming the job providers rather than job seekers. Thereby, the government will be more getting rid of providing the employment opportunity in other sectors, because the employment opportunities in all other sectors are completely saturated. They are not in a position to take the youth into their fold. So that's why there is enough opportunity in agri and allied sectors, because we have that platforms to provide the employment opportunity to many other illiterate people or those who are coming into the fold of these sectors through startups and other forms. So the another important one is infrastructure.
Sorry to interrupt you, Daksha. We will be interacting with you on specific topics. Those points we can reserve for that. We'll be more interactive with you in a form of a kind of a question answer session. Okay?
So another last point what I mean to say is the integration, important integration happens for rural development is tourism. Our country is known for agriculture, all of we know. The real rural development comes through the agriculture development. So this agriculture, one of the way we can develop the agriculture is embedding inclusion with the tourism. So that is agro-tourism. Making the urban people to visit the rural areas. Thereby, so that kind of blending of the rural and urban areas will give the realistic rural development, thereby also in giving the incremental incomes to the rural people. So thank you very much. I will be sharing few more points.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be coming point with more details when we talk on each topic. I think now I request that Bhagwan to talk about on horticulture is coming in a big way in Telangana, more particularly how this horticulture sector can be more roped into the rural development for further revolution.
Thank you, Dr. Sheshu Madhav, and also Jagan Mohan Reddy, who has set a very nice tone about the next generation rural development. And my role as a horticulturist, how I see this is that, you have made my job easy. So without going any preliminaries, what I try to suggest is that horticulture has a huge potential in integrated farming systems, in which it has a potential to increase the farmer's income to 4-folds when compared with agriculture systems. Normally what will happen means in all the rural development, it is only agrarian world. We call a farmer because whose livelihood depends on the farming activity. Whereas in case of horticulture, especially fruit crops. All these fruit crops are grown by the absentee landlords. If you see in Telangana, there are fruit crops, 4 lakh hectares of fruit crops are being grown, but out of which mango is majorly occupied with 72%. And all this 72% mango is grown by the growers whose livelihood does not depend on the farming income. So because of this ecosystem, what happened means all the middlemen, they are thriving on it. But the real potential of horticulture is not being utilized in the rural economy. So in the rural economy, by integrating these horticulture systems into the agriculture system, it has a very huge potential to change the face of the rural economy. And under such scenario, horticulture definitely offers a more climate resilient diversity when compared with agriculture systems. And it also offers the spread over of the income in the rural economy throughout the year. Unlike in case of rural economy, farmer grows only one or two crops, wherein his livelihood depend upon is one crop only. Whereas in case of horti agriculture systems, his income is spread over and he has a choice of growing at least 5 to 6 crops. So with horticulture integration, definitely there is a scope for increasing the income of the rural population, and that is the major integrated systems that we need to take into the farming economy. So horticulture plays a crucial role in this agri-horticulture systems in improving the, not only improving the income of the rural economy, but also nutritional value. For example, mangoes are not grown in a rural economy or rural villages. Generally mangoes, guavas, they are grown by the orchardists. But if mango are grown in rural economy, wherein you can grow intercrop with various cereals, you can intercrop with various vegetables like fruits, like leafy vegetables, and then this type of integrated system will utilize both the vertical space and the horizontal space, and then giving more climate resilient crops can be grown, and that way it will be helping the rural economy. So such type of rural economy is not now seen in the rural villages. So in the next generation, there is every need for the showcasing this integrated farming systems, and especially the universities like the Horticulture University, the Agriculture University, we need to showcase to the farmers how these integrated farming systems are more profitable than cultivating a monocrop like a paddy or cotton or maize. So such type of integrated farming systems need to be demonstrated to the farming system farmers, so that farmers can adapt to these systems. So such type of horticulture farming systems will also provide employment opportunity to the rural youth. At the same time, the Jagan has just now explained that how we can able to link all this with value addition also. So the farmer's economy and then the rural economy will not be based upon a single crop. It will be based upon multiple 3 or 4 crops. Then only you can able to integrate it with the high-end markets, high-end value chain systems. This is my take on this next generation rural development.
Thank you, Dr. Bhagwan. I think you talked more on integration of horticulture with agriculture and then rural setup and all. So, I mean, Dr. Jagan Reddy was also talking same thing, but we would like to know, Dr. Jagan Reddy, from you more on being an extension specialist. Is there any extension models are there to integrate this integrated farming system very well suited to small and marginal farmers? Because we talk about integrated farming system, but most important is this is for the small and marginal farmers. How we can take up? Is there any model? Because TAU is the leading in Telangana, which are developing this kind of models.
Yeah, it's a very pertinent issue. So how we can take the small farmers into the clutches of the development, especially the rural development at the grassroots level. Yeah, the government of India has come out with the beautiful initiative of the formation of FPOs. The 10,000 FPOs formation is the vision. Of course, we are in the saturation mode. So these, through the FPOs, we are connecting to the other stakeholders like startups, women, rural youth. So in a network mode, we are meeting the interests and aspirations of the small farmers. Maybe forward, backward linkages, providing the inputs at a reasonable cost. And the beauty of this kind of group approach, FPO is nothing but a group approach, collectivization. So the farm produce is collected at a single point by the FPO from all the small farmers. So thereby, we are increasing the bargaining power and we are getting more negotiation power to get the premium price for the produce of the small farmer. Most of the time, the farmer is failing to get the profits as he is not good at marketing his produce. We are failing. We are also from the farmers' families. We are failing in marketing our produce. And there is a mantra that is called as collectivization. All we should come together. Then only we could have the power of bargaining to get the good price for our produce. That is the beauty of aggregation. So for example, in a village, if 10 or 15 farmers are producing the dragon fruit, so collectively they have to market their produce, whatever may be the produce. That is the one thing. The second thing is, we have got a beautiful initiative by the government of India that is called as Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. The main spirit of this program is women empowerment, skilling the women. Now, the next phase of agriculture development, rural development is only through the development of empowering the women. As small farmers, the women of the small and marginal holdings, or landless people, landless women. As Sheshu has rightly told, the real development comes through enlightening the small and marginal landholders. How best we can reach them, reaching the unreached. They were not reached. So that is called as a digital transformation. That is through digital public infrastructure. So through all these integrated methods, we can able to reach those small farmers who are not reached till now. Of course, they might have reached partly, but in a holistic way. They have to, their needs, interests, aspirations have to be addressed by all means. So probably I might have answered.
Yeah, you are correct, but there is a lot of criticism among the people and a lot of apprehensions that whatever the digital tools are available, it's still not accessible, still not friendly to the small and marginal farmers. What kind of policy push needed, or what kind of strategy we need to do to reach these digital tools to a small and marginal farmers?
Yeah. So this is also one thing which is blinking in the minds of the bureaucrats or the officers who are working for the betterment of the farming community. So we have got another network which is operating at the grassroots level is self-help groups. As our earlier speaker, secretary of the Panchayat Raj has rightly told, Gram Panchayats are the real pillars of development. So by enlightening the Gram Panchayats, by working with the self-help groups, we can formulate the bottom to top approaches. It's not that we have to give whatever we have, and we have to design the policies according to the requirements of the, for example, Jal Jeevan Mission. We have a Jal Jeevan Mission. So the main motto of the Jal Jeevan Mission is providing the drinking water to every household by understanding their requirements. As well as we have another initiative, PM Kusum. Most of you may be knowing. So providing the renewable energy sources, solar pump operators, solar energy. So giving the solar energy facility to each and every farmer is the motto of the PM Kusum. We have our country is bestowed with a lot of renewable energy sources. So probably that's how we can able to address the needs and interests of the small farmers through different policies and initiatives.
Thank you. I'll come back to you on more on from the FPO point of view, but I would like to ask Dr. Bhagwan on that the Telangana is more better for the mango, vegetables, and other things, but in the nationwide there is a loss of around 20 to 30% in the horticulture produce. What are the, as a university from point of view or from your experience point of view, what we need to do? Either we need to produce more or we need to save this, the one which is losing around 20 to 30%, which is a significant amount. What are any technology available or anything we are taking into the farmers level?
So that's a very pertinent question. See, whatever that we produce in horticulture, I mean, almost 10 to 25% is lost by post-harvest losses. And these post-harvest losses can be reduced if there are technologies are there. And even a small information like if farmers, if they harvest the produce at right maturity of any fruit or vegetable, they can reduce the post-harvest, they can control the post-harvest loss to up to 10%. So the first thing is that they have to harvest at the right maturity. So because farmers, they do not have the knowledge how to harvest the fruits and vegetables, that is the first step. And the second is that the farmers needs to be educated that the fruit or vegetable should not come in contact with the soil. That is as simple as that. They should keep it in a proper boxes from the field to the pack house or all. So if these two things have been taken care, then we will reduce almost 15% of the post-harvest losses. And another important thing that the farmers face is that they face the post-harvest losses by way of over-ripening. Suppose if guava is there, guava gets over-ripened on the tree and it drops off. That becomes a waste. But all this waste, if it can be converted into value-added products. For example, custard apple is there, it has a very short shelf life of only 3 days. But if you do not harvest it on the fruit, it will become ripened. So these overripe fruits can be taken out and the pulp can be extracted, and this pulp has a more value than a fruit. The pulp of a sitafal of 1 kg is almost 200 rupees when compared with the 20 rupees kg pulp, sitafal. So these overripened fruits also can be channeled into a value addition, and which can be increase the rural economy. So such type of simple tools wherein some primary processing and then some caution in the harvesting of the fruits, if it is taken care and if we inculcate into the farming systems, then definitely we can reduce the post-harvest losses.
Yeah, I think that need to be done to reduce the post-harvest. But as Dr. Jagan Mohan is telling about, the FPOs are the better vehicle to reach to the small and marginal farmer. At the one side, we have post-harvest losses. You think that in FPO we need more of facilities of post-harvest and value addition system need to be maintained more? Because in NABARD, I think in Telangana has created 400 plus FPOs, but still they are not taken to the level second. What are the key basic things which are missing to scale up those things? Can you please throw some light? Dr. Jagan.
Yeah. So this, as you are rightly told, in future, FPOs are the growth engines of taking the mantle of not only agriculture development, but also to ensure food and nutritional security. I think some of you might have visited the FPO Katangur, which is running on a very positive spirit. That is the model FPO, what I can say, where they are not selling any single grain in the market. All the product has been value added. They have the cold storage facility, they have the dryers, they have the processors. So they have all the required post-harvest machinery at their disposal. And it is backed by the self-help group. That is the beauty there. Not only APO alone it is running. So it is backed by the మన స్వయం సహాయక సంఘాలు కూడా దానిలో చాలా ప్రముఖ పాత్ర వహించి మన కట్టంగూరు రైతు సంఘాన్ని నడిపిస్తూ ఉన్నారు, రైతు సోదరులకు చెప్పేది. సో ఆ విధంగా మనం ఎవరైతే నల్గొండ జిల్లాలో వేరే జిల్లా నుంచి వచ్చారో దయచేసి మీరందరూ కూడా దగ్గర ప్రాంతాల్లో ఉంటే కట్టంగూరు ఎప్పివని ఒకసారి సందర్శించండి. సో తద్వారా దే ఆర్ నాట్ మార్కెటింగ్. ద బ్యూటీ ఆఫ్ అనదర్ వే ఆఫ్ వర్కింగ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎప్పిఓ ఆఫ్ కట్టంగూరు ఈస్ they are direct marketing. They are not marketing through the middlemen. They are not marketing through the different indirect market channels. వాళ్ళ పదార్థాన్ని అంతా కూడా డైరెక్ట్గా మార్కెట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. అంటే ఏంది? దే ఆర్ ఎక్స్పోర్టింగ్ టు ద డిఫరెంట్ అరబ్ కంట్రీస్. దే ఆర్ ఎక్స్పోర్టింగ్ టు ద different buyers in the Hyderabad. That is called as buyers and sellers connectivity. The integrated rural development happens when there is a connection between the urban, rural as well as buyers and sellers. A consumer has to get the product directly from the farmer. Then only the agriculture get prosperous. మనకు వ్యవసాయం మంచిగా ముందుగా మంచి జరగాలి అంటే ఎప్పుడైతే రైతు డైరెక్ట్గా ప్రత్యక్షంగా తినే వాళ్లకు సప్లై చేస్తాడో అప్పుడే వ్యవసాయం అనేది చాలా లాభసాటిగా జరుగుతుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే మనము ఈ దళారుల మీద ఆధారపడతామో ఆ విధంగా మనం మార్కెటింగ్ చేసినంత కాలము వ్యవసాయం అనేది లాభసాటిగా జరగదు. Probably that is the mantra of the rural development also. That real development in the rural areas happens when the producer of any product for that matter, it's not only the agri and allied sectors, it may be a mushroom, it may be a bee product. Nowadays we are encouraging the subsidiary activities like apiculture. తేనెటీగల పెంపకం కూడా చాలా లాభసాటిగా జరుగుతుందండి. అది కూడా రూరల్ డెవలప్మెంట్కి బాగా సహాయపడుతూ ఉంది. సో ఆ విధంగా వచ్చే తేనెని మనం మధ్యలో వాళ్ళకి అమ్మకుండా డైరెక్ట్గా ఎవరైతే బయ్యర్స్ ఉంటారో కన్జ్యూమర్స్ ఉంటారో వాళ్ళకి గనక మనం కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి ఈరోజు మనం హైదరాబాద్లో చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, పెద్ద పెద్ద విల్లాస్ వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి, పెద్ద గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీస్ వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. There is no dearth of the marketing facility, direct marketing facility for the producers in Hyderabad. So Hyderabad is the destination of the big apartments, gated communities. So probably, so that is the way we can march forward.
Well said. I just want to supplement what you said. In case of my institute, that is NIRCA, earlier we used to call CTRI, where with NABARD support, we are doing a post-harvest management in chili. I mean, the drying is a big problem. Although FPOs are there, but they don't have a sophisticated dryers which can give a better drying facility. I mean, with NABARD help, we are able to set up a drying facilities and training on them. That making a value increase. That's a second, I feel that is a phase 2, which NABARD or any other agency, for that matter SFC also, doing a lot of FPOs, but at FPO level, unless we create an infrastructure, either for the post-harvest or value addition, I think we're still not able to meet the demand of the global. When Dr. Bhagwan is talking that in processing and other things, you think that this kind of cold chain facility or pack house facilities which can create at the mandal level, either by any support from NABARD or any other agency, is it increases the value? I mean, decreases the appreciability. You think that way is better?
Yeah. Yes, that way is better. The reason is that if you can able to, if NABARD can able to support some minimum primary processing units. In this case, the minimum primary processing units which can able to, say for example, you are talking about chilies. After drying of the chilies, if the chilies can be made into powder and then packed at the primary source itself, in the village itself, that has a very good demand because there is no adulteration in that. And then that way, the branding can be done in that fashion, and then it will increase the value of this thing. Definitely, some primary processing units, even in case of custard apple or even the for other foods, some small pulpers can also be installed, and these pulpers these machineries can be funded by NABARD for the FPOs, which can be established in the rural sector, so that the SHG groups or women groups, they can able to utilize these common sources, and then they can benefit a lot. And then that way we can add value to the produce.
Yeah, but I mean, when Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy was talking, that the marketing can be done at FPO level. But now we have in India e-nams, when we have a Raitu, I mean, especially in case of Telangana, you have a Raitu Bazaar, and when you have a digital marketing. Can we have a model to combine all these three to make a better model to make viable so that the farmers can even reach to the international market? What do you say, Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy?
Yeah. So this is also an important area, gray area in fact, marketing. We have a beautiful marketing system, digital marketing system has evolved. We are seeing every day e-commerce platforms. So recently, Government of Telangana has also entered into an agreement with the Amazon to market the products of the self-help groups. So that is one of the components in raising Telangana. Telangana Rising 2047, probably that will be going to, the document is going to be released next month 9th, December 9th, where the 2 years of the governance is going to be completed. At that time, their main component is cash holding, the support of the e-commerce platforms. And already we have witnessed, our farmers are very much successful marketing their products during the COVID period through WhatsApp groups. They connected to the real consumers. They marketed the products through the WhatsApp groups and Facebook. There were many youngsters in the rural areas. They are marketing their products through the Facebook, Instagram, and through different social media platforms, e-commerce platforms. But this is not enough. As Madhavji has rightly told, we are coming up, the government of Telangana as well as the government of India is coming out with a digital transformation policy under the digital agriculture mission. How we can connect the buyers and sellers, bypassing the middlemen through that is called as digital connect, marketing through the digital connect. So we are onboarding all the digital platforms without, so there the farmer is the leader. Farmer is the leader, not only the producer, to market their products. So thereby we are giving a kind of pride to the farmer. When the farmer will get a kind of esteem, when he markets his product for a premium price, remunerative price. So that is the main spirit of the concept called as digital connect. So that is also on board both by the government of Telangana as well as government of India under the digital agriculture mission. So we are making all the efforts to give the premium price for the produce of the farmers.
Yeah, so you said very well. But also when you are talking, when you are giving a introductory remarks, you said that the youth, you need to be connect more onto the whether agri-processing or logistic or any agri operations. And also we have a government of India also doing a Skill India program. Both these two things can be converged somewhere to attract the rural youth to come into the agriculture, mostly into the processing or logistic or into the value addition. Thereby, rural transformation can be done. What do you think, Dr. Jagan Mohan Reddy?
Yeah. So this is also an important area where there is a heavy demand for the machinery for the farmers to attend various operations in crop production. It may be at the time of preparation of the land, or it may be at the time of harvesting the crop, or maybe the winnowing, at different operations, or the weeding purpose. Acute shortage of the labor is making the farmers to go for taking the support of the machinery. Now, for example, we know the use of Ola, Uber, Rapido. So they are serving the transport interests of a common man across the countries and continents. But whereas there is no set platform for the farmers to provide timely machinery to attend their operations in different crops as of now. So now taking that as a a prime prerequisite for the farmers, we have a platform a center in our university that is called as Ag Hub. Ag Hub working with the support of NABARD, where many youngsters are coming to ఇంక్యుబేట్ దేర్ ఐడియాస్. వాళ్ళ ఆలోచనలన్నిటికీ పదును పెట్టేసేసి మంచి ఒక ప్రణాళికను రూపొందించి రైతులకు సరైన సమయంలో యంత్రాలను వాళ్ళకు సదుపాయం కల్పించాలి అనే ఉద్దేశంతో చాలా స్టార్టప్స్ కూడా ఈరోజు ఆ దిశగా యంగ్స్టర్స్ పనిచేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఆ విధంగా పనిచేయడమే కాకుండా విత్ వన్ ఫోన్ కాల్ దే ఆర్ ప్రొవైడింగ్ ద మెషినరీ టు అటెండ్ ద not only the harvesting operations, and the seeding operation is also very important.
You mean to say the custom hiring
centers,
things which can be taken by the most into by the agriculture or maybe the rural youth, but still I feel the skilling part is missing. I mean the Skill India program to be linked with the agriculture, so that the people who are involved in either you said in machinery making or using a machinery or harvesting or something, those people who are coming are not to the skilled people. I think that we need to do. I think that is a challenge, of course. Yeah, I understand. But move on. Now I would like to ask Dr. Bhagwan that Telangana is, I mean, as I said, it is very rich in mango, turmeric and oranges. But still farmers, I mean turmeric we deal from my Commercial Agriculture Institute. But we feel that farmers still face a market crash or price crash will be there. What structural changes really we need to do to make them a little protected for them? One thing you said that if turmeric can be made a powder, that can be a better selling. But that is a one level in the primary. But still what really, I mean if you see then a mango or orange or even in the turmeric, what really we can make it or we can advocate to the farmers to get to the price crash cannot be happen in a better way they can manage.
So in Telangana, mango is produced almost in 3 lakh acres. And then this 3 lakh acres, out of this mango, only 35% of the mango is consumed in Telangana. But whereas the rest of the mango is being exported to North India. So because we get mango in the month of May, and in the north there is no mango in the month of May. So all the traders, actually mango is a trader's market, it's not a farmer's market. No farmer markets the mango, only trader markets the mango. So this trader, what they do is that they harvest the produce in the month of April end, by April end, and they send all the produce, immature mango, to the North India where they ripen it and then sell it in the market. So basically, they are benefited. The middlemen are benefited, not the farmer. So there is no glut. And at the same time, what has happened means during the peak growing period of the mango, when all the mango produce comes to the market, then the prices crashes. So to reduce this thing, definitely we need to initiate export. There is a huge export potential for mango, but only not more than 1,000 metric ton is being exported from Telangana. And our Banganpalli is one of the best variety, which has a huge export potential in the Middle East, American market, and in this thing. So unless until the government established a irradiation center, a vapor treatment, or a very big pack house, then what will happen? All the exporters can able to utilize their services to bring the market from this thing and then export. That is one part for the mango. And as you said, for the chilies and all, because unless until chilies, apart from the fresh market or the dry produce, unless until we put some oleoresin extraction units, so the exports can be increased and then oleoresin value addition products can be encouraged.
Yeah, well said. I think the export promotion and export avenues to the farmers need to be advocated, as well as you said, that infrastructure facilities at a mandal level may be needed to make more strides in that. I think in interest of time, we really talked some of the points, but I would like to hear from the audience if any some points which we really missed here, which we can take up. Is there any organizer said, is there any buddy facilitate them to giving in the mics and all? I can take up 4 or 5 questions from the audience. Yeah, please. Yeah, wait a minute. The gentleman here sitting in the first row, second row. Yeah, okay, you can give.
I speak in Telugu, sir.
Okay.
I am also farmer. Now presently I am the lead bank, Vikarabad, lead district manager. ప్రజెంట్ మన తెలంగాణలో 2 క్రాప్స్ రిమైనింగ్ క్రాప్స్ అని తగ్గిపోయి ప్యాడీ ప్లస్ కాటన్. ప్యాడీ ఒక 54 lakhsలో వస్తుంది, 47 lakhsలో కాటన్ వస్తుంది. మీరు ఏదైతే టెక్నాలజీ మొత్తం వాళ్ళు వాడుతున్నారో ఎంఎస్పి లేకపోవడం వల్ల రైతు ఎంత సఫర్ అవుతున్నారంటే ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో ఫార్మర్. అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ నా యొక్క అంటే ఈ ఫోరంని నేను అడిగేది ఏంటంటే ఎంఎస్పిని మీరు ఎలా సబ్సిడైజ్ చేయగలుగుతున్నారు? ఫార్మర్ ఇవాళ ఫాస్ట్ అవుతుందంటే కళ్ళానికి తీసుకెళ్తారు, కాటన్ మిల్కి తీసుకెళ్తున్నాడు, పండించేదానికంటే కాపులా ఎక్కువ అవుతున్నాడు రైతు. దట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ ఇష్యూ వాట్ ఐ అబ్జర్వ్. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఫీల్డ్లో ఉన్నాం కనుక దానికి మీ దగ్గర నుంచి ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తున్నా ఆన్సర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Dr. Jagan, you want to respond to that?
As you have rightly told, the major part of the Telangana's cultivated area is occupied by the paddy and cotton. So there is a dire need for crop diversification. Otherwise, our ecosystem will be completely spoiled, damaged. ఆ విధంగా మనం ఆలోచించినట్టయితే ఆ 2 పంటలకు ప్రత్యామ్నాయంగా మంచి పంటలు చాలా ఉన్నాయి. అటు రబీలో వేరుశనగ అయితేంది, కుసుమ అయితేంది, శనగ అయితేంది, అటు మనకు ఖరీఫ్లో ఈ మొక్కజొన్న, సోయా చిక్కుడు ఇలాంటి పంటలు మనకు ఇంకా నిన్న కూడా మన ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఏది తమిళనాడులో ఈ ప్రకృతి వ్యవసాయం గురించి వారు ఒక దక్షిణ భారతదేశ సమ్మిట్ను ప్రారంభిస్తూ అలాగే ఈ పిఎం కిసాన్ సమ్మాన్ నిధి డబ్బులు కూడా రైతులకు ఇస్తూ ఒక మాట చెప్పారు. మనం చిరుధాన్యాలని పెద్ద ఎత్తున ముందుకు తీసుకుపోవాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. అంటే దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీ నీడ్ టు కల్టివేట్ ద మిల్లెట్స్. లాభం తక్కువ వస్తుందని కాదు, కాకపోతే కొంచెం కష్టంతో కూడుకున్నటువంటి పని. ఎందుకంటే అది మార్కెట్ చేసుకోవాలంటే కొద్దిగా కష్టం, దాని తర్వాత ప్రాసెసింగ్ చేయాలన్నా కొద్దిగా కష్టం. ఈ 2 పంటలు కూడా సులభతరమైనటువంటి పంటలు, ఎందుకంటే దానికి రెడీమేడ్ మార్కెట్ ఉంది. అంతా కూడా వ్యవస్థ అనేది రెడీమేడ్గా ఏర్పరచబడ్డది. కాబట్టి 2 పంటలకు మనం ఎంఎస్పి అనేది ఒక పార్ట్ అయితే ఈరోజు మనకు అన్ని వనరులు కూడా ఆ 2 పంటలకు సమకూర్చబడి ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి దానికి వెళ్తున్నాం. కానీ ఏ రైతు అయితే, నేను నాగర్ కర్నూలులో ఒక కేవీకేకు అధిపతిగా కూడా పనిచేశాను. నేను 5 సంవత్సరాలు. రాజు అనేది ఎవరన్నా తెలుసో లేదో మీకు, ఇక్కడ గుమ్మకొండ రాజు అని ఆయన పేరు చివరికి ఏం మారిందంటే మిల్లెట్స్ రాజు అని పడిపోయింది ఆయనకు. ఆయన దగ్గర దొరకనటువంటి మన చిరుధాన్య పంట లేదు. ఆయన వరి పండించేటటువంటి రైతు కంటే ఎక్కువగా లాభం గణించాడు అతను. ఎందుకంటే ఆయన విత్తనాన్ని కూడా రైతులకు సరఫరా చేసేవాడు. పండిన పంటను కూడా డైరెక్ట్గా నేను ఇందాక చెప్పినట్టు ఎవరైతే కన్జ్యూమర్, ఈరోజు హైదరాబాద్లో వరి కంటే కూడా ఎక్కువగా జొన్నన్నం తింటా ఉన్నారు.
I think Dr. Jagan Reddy Garu, I think you said the correct point. That is a challenge. When water is there, when monocropping, ఒకటే క్రాప్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు వరి కాటన్ వేయడము, అక్కడ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ తీసుకురావడము, అక్కడ హార్టికల్చర్ అండ్ అగ్రికల్చర్ ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేయడము, దానికి ఐ థింక్ ఆల్ ద యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న 2 యూనివర్సిటీస్ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాయి, అలాగే లైన్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నాయి. బట్ ఆయన డాక్టర్ జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పినట్టు మార్కెటింగ్ ఛానల్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసినప్పుడు, మార్కెటింగ్ ఛానల్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ వయబుల్ ఉన్నప్పుడు, అలాగే పోస్ట్ హార్వెస్టింగ్ మెకానిజమ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు డెఫినెట్లీ ద క్రాప్ డైవర్సిఫికేషన్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్. అన్లెస్ ఇట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, what we talk about the rural transformation is a kind of a dream, but definitely we have a capacity and competence to do the transformation. That's what I feel. Is there any second question? Maybe we are wrapping up now. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sir, in AP, banana prices are going very down, but in retail markets, they are selling 40-50 rupees. But in
AP?
Yeah, AP. And not only AP, everywhere. Banana prices are really is going down.
Banana?
Banana prices.
Banana, prices.
Yeah.
So what is your question?
But in retail market, they are selling 50, 60 rupees. So why there is a lot of gap in between?
Okay, the farmer gets less price, but whereas the retail, they get more price. Or how to deal with this condition? I think you already talked about the facilities and other things. You can again. You can tell
This
again.
is not only in case of banana, you take any product for that matter. So the farmer's price is very less, but whereas in the market, in the D-Mart or more or some other retail, it will be definitely 5 or 10% more. It is, as I told, it is only through collectivization, aggregation, we will get the power of bargaining, power of negotiation, power of getting more premium price for our produce. That is the direct marketing. Connection between the buyer and seller should be strengthened. So farmer, most of the time, because it is a perishable product, being the perishable product, we are depending on the middleman. మనకు అదేంటంటే ఎక్కువ రోజులు దాన్ని మనం స్టోరేజ్లో పెట్టుకోలేం కాబట్టి మధ్యవర్తులకు అమ్మడం ద్వారా వచ్చేటటువంటి పర్యవసనాలే ఇటువంటివన్నీ కూడా. కాబట్టి అందరం కూడా మనము వాల్యూ ఎడిషన్ అనేది నేర్చుకోవాలి. డైరెక్ట్గా కన్జ్యూమర్స్కు మార్కెట్ చేసే విధానాన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలి. తద్వారా ఏదైతే ఈరోజు రిటైల్ మార్కెట్లో అమ్ముతున్నామో అదే ప్రైస్ మన రైతుకు వచ్చేందుకు ఆస్కారం ఉంటుంది.
Okay, Dr. Bhagwan want to add something?
సో ఇన్ కేసు మనకి హార్టికల్చర్ క్రాప్స్లో మార్కెటింగ్లో చూసినట్టయితే మనము రైతులు తీసుకుపోయి మనకి మార్కెట్ యార్డ్లో వేస్తే తక్కువ ప్రైజే వస్తుంది. అదే రైతు కొంచెం చిన్నగా దాన్ని ప్యాకింగ్ చేసి, అంటే ఇప్పుడు మ్యాంగో ఉంది, మ్యాంగోని ఒక 5 kgs ప్యాక్ చేసి కనుక మనం పెట్టగలిగితే మంచి ప్రైస్ వస్తుంది. అట్లే డిఫరెంట్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్, డిఫరెంట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అనేది కొంచెం గ్రేడింగ్ చేసి ప్యాకింగ్ చేసి కనుక మార్కెట్ తీసుకెళ్తే దేర్ ఆర్ బయర్స్. మనం మొత్తం తీసుకెళ్ళి మనం డంప్ చేసామంటే మార్కెట్లో డెఫినెట్గా ప్రైస్ తక్కువ వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు అన్నట్టు బనానా ఉంది, బనానా తక్కువ వస్తుందంటే బనానా నీట్గా మనం ప్యాక్ చేసే మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఆ ప్యాక్ చేసే మెథడ్స్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని మనము సూపర్ మార్కెట్స్కి పంపించినట్లయితే, డైరెక్ట్గా ఫార్మర్ సెల్ చేసినట్లయితే డెఫినెట్గా వస్తుంది. అది ఫార్మర్స్కి కావాలంటే కూడా మా యొక్క యూనివర్సిటీ ఫెసిలిటేట్ చేయగలదు, అంటే హౌ టు ప్యాక్ డిఫరెంట్ ప్రొడ్యూస్ అనేది. సో అటువంటివి చేసి మనము చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది.
Yeah, I think it is well said, but I just want to add one thing. The banana value addition, banana in Andhra Pradesh is very, very low compared to value additions in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. That even for that matter, for even in Godavari districts have a lot of banana, but value addition is very less. I mean, when you have a lot of supply, when you don't have to do what to do that, then definitely the market going to be the cloud. I mean, demand and supply, it will be going to down. That's what the people like you, young people, should come and do invest more into the, value addition and processing. That's how the rural transformation may happen. That's what we wish to do. We wish that it will happen. I think by interest of the time now, I have to forcibly to close the session. But a lot of important points have come, and we talked about integration. The most important is the integration of the farmers with the market and the tradition with the technology and the integration of the finance with the farmers. Those integrations are required. And also, I should say that there should be a convergence mechanism in the state as well as center for the different schemes are there for agriculture, horticulture, cluster development and all. Those converging mechanisms will come if those models are demonstrated very well in few pockets, as well as if it is scaled up into the national level. I think the dream of next generation rural development can happen. That's what my hope. With that hope, I want to close this session. And once again, I thank you, the organizers, for giving me the wonderful opportunity to discuss on a wonderful topic. Thank you very much.